A cyclone watch is now in place for coastal parts of the southeast Queensland, northern New South Wales, with gales developing as tropical cyclone Omar approaches. Cyclone watch is Bundaberg to Ballina, Brisbane, the Sunshine and Gold Coast. Category 2 sustained winds in a centre of 95 km per hour with wind gusts to 130 km per hour. This is Force 13 with the developing news. And the cyclone is within 35 kilometres to 22.6 degrees south, 160 degrees east, 890 kilometres northeast of Brisbane where I'm located, 820 kilometres east-northeast of Bundaberg, and tracking southwest at 11 kilometres per hour. The information was put out about 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time by the Bureau's Brisbane Tropical Cyclone Warning Centre. Omar's motion becomes slow moving during Saturday, but is then expected to track in a more north or northwest direction, remaining offshore through the weekend. Tropical cyclone Omar is expected to continue moving in a general southwesterly direction towards the southeast Queensland coast during today and Friday, while maintaining Category 2 status. Although Omar is not expected to make landfall in the coming days, it will be close enough to produce direct impacts along the Queensland and New South Wales coast. Abnormally high tides, dangerous surf conditions expected along the southern Queensland coast over the next few days and early into next week. Seas as well, expected to increase well ahead of the approaching of Omar, with dangerous surf developing about the east coast of Fraser Island, Wide Bay coast, north of Bargara later this afternoon and evening. These conditions are then expected to extend south over the remaining southeastern Queensland coast, northern New South Wales coast during this evening and Friday. Beach erosion is likely to continue with the hazardous marine conditions. People between Bundaberg and the New South Wales Queensland border should consider what action they will need to take if the cyclone threat increases, and information is available from various sources including local government. And here's the Bureau Meteorology's current track map on the cyclone. The Joint Typhoon Warning Centre has Omar 488 nautical miles northeast of Brisbane, tracking southwest at 5 knots over the last 6 hours. Animated multispectral satellite imagery depicts a deteriorating system with weak convective banding wrapping into a very ragged low-level circulation centre. The initial position is based with high confidence based on animated MSI and supported by an 89 GHz microwave image. The cyclone is rapidly decaying as it tracks southwest along the western periphery of a deep layer steering ridge centred to the south of Fiji, and while the system is in an overall favourable environment with low 5 to 10 knots vertical wind shear, strong poleward outflow, upper level convergence on the north side and cooling sea surface temperatures hovering at or just above 26 Celsius. That's the life of the cyclone. Combining to weaken the system regardless of the otherwise favourable dynamics. The cyclone is forecast to continue tracking southwest through the next 48 hours at roughly 4 to 5 knots under the steering influence of the mentioned steering wedge. Beyond 48 hours, the strong steering wedge builds in over Tasmania, blocking further southward movement. Trapped between this building wedge and the steering wedge to the northeast, the cyclone once again becomes quasi-stationary, and after 72 hours generally drifting north-northwest as the wedge over Tasmania moves northeast. The system is forecast to further weaken to 45 knots over the next 24 hours, then experience a short intensification phase between 36 and 48 hours as it taps into a divergent poleward outflow channel and begins to move over slightly warmer waters. Therefore, increased vertical wind shear combined with entrainment of cool, stable air from the south will serve to steady weaken the system through the 120-hour mark. The remainder of the guidance turns the system towards the west-northwest. And at this point in time, no one knows what this cyclone is going to do. And whilst there's significant disagreement with the CMWF solution taking the system well to the north towards Cairns, GFS performs a clockwise loop back to the south, ending up east of Brisbane by the same time. In light of the bifurcation and extreme variance in the model solutions, there's low confidence in the Joy Typhoon Warning Centre's forecast track. Wave height is 24 feet, and the 850 millibar vorticity, the wind shear tendency, and the 24-hour shear tendency, the environment remains very healthy for the system other than the sea surface temperatures. Now, what a mess. EPS tracker guidance and caution definitely needs to be applied. The models are chopping and changing, the tracks are all over the place, and this one was going to pull it south, but I won't mind if it was to track back on the coast a bit over Brisbane, delivering some much needed rain and even into northern New South Wales. And we will continue to bring the latest information, and the Bureau has a flood watch from Gladstone right down to the New South Wales Queensland border.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, our YouTube page youtube.com/Force13, on Facebook under the same name Force13, and our Twitter handle, it's @Force13 if you wish to get in touch. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.